All right, back again. It's on to the third process that we're going to learn about mutations. Um, Mutations are random occurrences of DNA changes. So basically, your genetic codes that code for proteins, if they get changed, and we went through all the A's, the T's, the G's, the C's, as those get changed, the ones that don't kill you will produce different types of proteins and different characteristics of that organism that will then, by having that gene and having it pushed on to the next generation, you've now changed the gene pool. And when you change the gene pool, you get evolution. So this is one's really, really simple. If something mutates and that mutation gets passed on to the next generation, now you've changed the gene pool. The gene pool has something new inside of it, which means it's different than it was before. And that is a process of evolution. So here's some examples. Albinism is a mutation that basically stops your ability to to make colored proteins, and so you end up without the ability to make, specifically in this case, melanin, the dark protein in your skin and all of your skin tissues. So the hair has melanin in it. That's what makes it darker. Skin and also eyes have melanin in them. So without melanin, this little girl, who you can, if you look at it very carefully, you can see obviously genetically related, but doesn't had a mutation which didn't allow her to have those same color characteristics. And now, if she gets to the age and can produce offspring, then that has now changed the gene pool for that population. Heterochromia iridium, or irises with different colors, is a very, very common trait in some species, some selections of dogs. It's a mutation that occurred that was selected for, and then those breeders continued those mutations on. It also occurs in a lot more humans than I expected. When I searched this up, I was actually surprised. Check that out with celebrities. I think you might be a little bit surprised on who's on that list. I was, so if you have a second, Google that. And then a cleft chin is another one. A cleft chin is a mutation that when your jawbone formed, if you don't have a cleft chin, you had all of the proteins to cause these two bones, which used to be two separate bones, to fuse together smoothly right underneath your teeth. Unlike, like reptiles still maintain the two so they can open their mouth wider. In the case of a cleft chin, is there's a mutation in one specific proteins that doesn't allow those two bones to fuse together completely. And so what you're actually seeing here is the little valley between the two bones, and that causes the muscles and all the tissues around it to form these two little lumps with a valley. And so that's just another one of those mutations. If that mutation, if anybody thinks Superman's attractive and he gets to produce offspring, if that's a mutation that gets pushed on through the gene pool, that is now a part of the gene pool, and the gene pool has changed because of this. If this for some reason became an advantage, then we'd have even more significant evolution that could cause speciation, where you'd have cleft chin people and non-cleft chin people in two completely separate populations that would then become new species. So mutations can be really, really strong in that way. All right. Well, this should be a really quick pass off. Just knock it out. You guys understand mutations. There will be a little bit of DNA information in here, so make sure you have that stuff right. If not, send me a quick remind, and I'll find some help for you. Okay, well, get going on it. I'll see you next time.